This story comes to us from NBCnews.com. This is kind of a follow-up. I did the original story on this when it, kind of when it occurred, and it's from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I'm not going to put video clip here in this story. I know some of you want, but I did a video clip in the original story, and I even censored the graphic content. I left the audio in there, but I censored the video portion of him getting shot. And YouTube still gave me an age restriction. YouTube still said, no, we can hear it. So, but if you go to YouTube, or if you go to Google, or if you go to Bing, you can search Patrick Lyoya, Lyoya, Patrick Lyoya, Grand Rapids, Michigan, and you can watch the video for yourself. There's uncensored video out there you can watch if you really want to see this. But this is the one where a lot of people in my comment section are defending the cop, saying, well, he was wrestling with him, and this is the one where the guy took off running, remember? And the cop was, in a kind of a struggle with him, and he got the cop's taser, and he was face down in the grass, and the cop pulled his gun and shot him in the back of the head. That one. Well, I wanted to give you this one a little bit to see what you think about the official autopsy. Now, he died from a gunshot wound. According to the official he died from a gunshot wound to the back of the head, according to the official autopsy, which matched the conclusion of an expert hired by Lyoya's family. So they hire this expert, and he says the same thing that the medical examiner said. Yeah, he died from a gunshot to the back of the head. Of course he did. The report from the Kent County Medical Examiner also said that Lyoya's blood alcohol level was 0.29, more than 3 times over the legal limit for driving when his car was stopped in Grand Rapids on April 4th. Lyoya, 26, a refugee from Congo, was killed during a physical struggle with Officer Christopher Schurr, Schurr. Schurr, who is white, told Lyoya that he had stopped him because of the license plate didn't match the vehicle. Now, all of this may be true. I don't agree if he did have a BAC of 0.29. I don't agree with him driving with that BAC. I don't agree with Lyoya running from the cop. I don't agree with Lyoya struggling with the cop and getting his taser. However, I also don't agree with the cop who's sitting on his back, pulling his gun and shooting him in the back of the head. I don't agree with that. Why didn't he shoot him in the hand so he would drop the taser? Well, because it's better just to kill him. No witnesses. I just thought of that just now. I just thought, well, why didn't he shoot him in the hand? Or shoot his taser so it didn't work? I don't know. No, shoot him in the back of the head because he's a threat. Lyoya began to run after the officer asked for a driver's license. And it's going to tell you what happened here. But it was recorded on a cell phone. And now some people may get upset at me for saying, why didn't he shoot him in the hand? Well, if the cop was going to do anything, because some people are saying, well, he had a taser and he was fighting with the cop, he could have tased the cop. Okay, I get all that. I'm trying to kind of be on both sides here without defending this execution. So I said, maybe just shot him in the hand. He'd let go of the taser real quick. Yeah, just wrap his hand up at the hospital, take him to jail. Dr. Werner Spitz. So the autopsy was performed by Spitz. Dr. Werner Spitz performed a separate autopsy at the request of the family and announced the findings on April 19th. He too said a shot to the head killed Lyoya. He believes the gun was pressed against the head. Wow, that's execution right there. Lyoya family attorney Vin Johnson, referring to the medical examiner, the county medical examiner, said it's highly significant that Dr. Steve Cole found the identical findings of Dr. Spitz. So again, the autopsy The family had a second autopsy done by Spitz. He said Lyoya's blood alcohol level was irrelevant. I agree with that portion. Who cares if he was drinking and driving in relation to him being shot in the back of the head? Well, he had alcohol in his system. So you kill him? And that's what's said here. Vin Johnson, the attorney, told the Associated Press, drinking and driving isn't punishable by execution. We can all debate, assuming the results are correct, what effect it had on my client's behavior, but it had nothing to do with the cause and manner of his death. Neither did having a taser. Again, he could have shot him in the hand. He was sitting on his back. State police investigating the shooting submitted a report last week to the Kent County prosecutor, who will decide if Schur will face charges. No, he won't. Chris Becker said he still wanted reports about the officer's taser and body-worn camera. Lyoya's parents want the officer fired and charged. Schur, who was placed on leave, has not responded to a request for comment. Well, his lawyers probably told him, zip lip and don't say a word. But this one's being debated back and forth on so many levels, especially from the original video I did. And again, and I just thought about that today. Why didn't you just shoot him in the hand? And people are going to debate that. But justifying this police officer putting a gun to the back of his head and pulling the trigger, I don't get that. To me, that's an execution. Well, fight the cops. Yeah, comply or die. The cops don't even know how to preserve life anymore. They just kill the guy. Because there are instances, and I've seen it where police shootings happen where maybe they could have, and I'm not going to go the Biden route and say, well, just shoot him in the leg, Yeah, you know how hard it is to shoot somebody in the leg when they're running at you. But when you're sitting on his back, shoot him in the hand that's holding the taser. He'll let go of that sucker.